I want you to get ready to hear from a true leader in financial planning. He's a best-selling author, a dynamic speaker, and a founding partner of Lockwood Wealth Partners, where he and his team manage over $1.5 billion worth of client assets. So please welcome to the stage, with over 37 years of experience helping thousands of people navigate the path to retirement, Mike Lockwood.
Thanks, Jack. I kind of laugh. 37 years makes me sound really old, but I don't think I'm that old. I got to tell you, employers are failing their employees when it comes to financial literacy, and they don't know it. According to Lending Club, over 48% of American workers earning more than $100,000 per year are living paycheck to paycheck. So it affects a lot of employee groups. Financial literacy isn't just a nice perk to have, it's a necessity. Yet employers are overlooking the most powerful way to solve that problem: financial one-on-one coaching. I started my career sitting in a hospital cafeteria. I was working in healthcare, and I was helping all the employees enroll in the retirement plan. As I would sit there, they'd come down, they'd ask me a lot of non-retirement planning questions. They were lost. They were in this financial haze, and they needed someone to talk to. They needed a coach. So that's what I did. I became a coach. I became a financial coach. Early on, I decided I needed to go to college. I had no money. I worked hard. I finally got through. When I did finish college, my mailbox was flooded with credit card applications. Do y'all remember that?
Sure.
Was I the only one? Here I was, a 23-year-old kid, newly graduated from college with no credit. People offered me credit, right? So what did I think? I said, well, shoot, I earned this. I did without, I worked hard, I got myself through school. I deserve this credit. So what do you think I did? I took those credit card apps. I filled them out, and before you know it, I run that limit up. So here I am, 6 months graduated from college. I not only have student loan debt, I now have credit card debt. That was a mess. I was a mess. But I thought back to those experiences, and I said, if I had those same challenges, I gotta think new grads are having those same challenges as well. So I started doing some finance one-on-one classes at my healthcare clients to these new nurse grads. Now these were smart folks. They knew their stuff, but they were off on the wrong financial foot, and they knew it. I had them with mixed up priorities. I had a couple guys, I remember them telling me they were buying Amazon and Tesla stock, and I said, do you have an emergency savings account? Well, what's an emergency savings account? The Amazon and Tesla is exciting, right? I had others that had no clue what the first step was to start saving for retirement or saving for those goals. So I started these classes. I always start with the same question. I said, how many of you nurses, you're newly graduated, you just earned your first paycheck? How many of you, that was the largest check you've received in ever for a 2-week period? They all kind of raised their hand. I said, okay, let me challenge you. You've lived on less while you're in college and you got by. Why not continue to live on less so we can start working on some good habits? So we started talking about budgeting, setting short and long-term goals, and starting that also important emergency savings account. Now remember, I'm there to help them enroll in the retirement plan, but yet I'm saying, wait, don't enroll in a retirement plan until you have that emergency savings account. And it resonated. It's so funny how many times 6 months later I'd have a nurse come into my office, show me her savings account statement, and ask for permission if she can start saving the Roth 401k now. So to me, that told me that they not only needed that one-on-one coaching, but they also needed accountability. This trust and just kind of being there led to me one of my most impactful client experiences I ever had. I still remember the call 25 years later. I'd met this nurse doing one of my night shift visits. I would go quarterly to the nights at these hospitals and help the healthcare folks at night. Young mother, young married wife, doing fine. We got to be friends. She started asking me other financial questions, like I told you they do. I'd met her husband once, good guy, great husband, took care, loved his daughter, right? And so we became friends. So I get this call one day, and it's her. And she says, Mike, I need you to come out to the house. I need you to meet with my husband and I. And I pulled up my calendar. I said, well, you know, I'm pretty busy. So can we do it in 2 weeks? She says, oh, I don't think that'll work. See, my husband's sick, and we're not sure how long he has left. I said, oh, and he wants you to come out just to make sure everything is in place. I said, oh, okay. I'll be there tomorrow night. But when I come out, I want the dining room table filled with all of the questions and the paperwork and everything you need me to look at. So I get out there, and I show up, and he looks nothing like I remember him. He's thin. He's got cancer. He's dying. And so we start going through everything. And did he have his financial planning done the way I would have done it, the right way? No. Was I there to say, here's what you should and you shouldn't do? No. I was there to ease his worry. That was it. And so we kind of went through everything and had on the table. And I said, listen, you got this amount of money. This is going to take care of the mortgage. This is going to replace your income. This is going to make sure your daughter has a college education when the time comes. It was going to be hard for them, but I felt like it was doable. So I went home, went back to my office, got that call 3 days later, and she told me he died. He died the night before, and you know she's crying, and through tears she's saying, you know, I really think you coming out helped him to let go. He just wanted to make sure his girls were taken care of. He wanted to make sure his girls were taken care of. And once he knew that his girls were going to be fine, she said he just let go and he left us peacefully. That hit that hits me, and it still hits me. Right then, excuse me. Right then I knew I made a right career choice. Helping these people, making sure they were going to be fine. So I have to tell you, 37 years of doing this, I have a lot of stories like that. Countless stories of me helping people in other industries, not just healthcare, helping them to kind of guide them and coach them through the way. But how many of those stories are happening that we don't know about, right? That don't have a financial coach? This is where the employers are falling down. They're finding about the problems too late. Their spouses are calling HR and they're asking, what benefits do we have? Because spouses don't know at this point. So, and you have other families, right? You have other people they don't have family members that are going to be able to help them. They don't have the financial acuity to guide them through these difficult times. And quite honestly, some folks are embarrassed to ask their family members. So in closing, I want to make sure my message is loud and clear to my employer friends. Your employees, if you truly care about them, not only want and need this one-on-one coaching, they deserve it. They deserve it. So reach out to Oakwood Wealth Partners. My team and I have developed a program that helps employers with this one-on-one counseling. We have a whole program in place that can help you navigate this so that the financial literacy that you're lacking can take care of. You know, the 1-800 phone number that you call on your retirement plan statement, the financial videos at some of these websites, they're not taking care of the problem. They need belly to belly, one-on-one coaching. And that's where we come into play. Oh, remember the daughter? She did go to college. Remember, this was 25 years ago. Florida State University, she got her degree. She met a nice young fella, got married, has a granddaughter, has a daughter of her own. So now my friend is visiting Florida, every year to go see her granddaughter. So again, it all starts with trust and the fact that I was available that night shift, 25, 30 years ago when I met her. Again, thank you for your time. Thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. And give me a call. Give me a call. We'll be able to help you. Thank you.